Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the book of Proverbs. I have finished chapter 9. I'm going to move on to chapter 10. I'm going to read it first. Proverbs of Solomon, chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures are of no value, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hunger, but he thwarts the cravings of wicked. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. He who gathers crops in summer is a wise son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the righteous will be a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise in heart accept commands, but a chattering fool comes to ruin. The man of integrity walks securely, but he who takes crooked paths will be found out. He who winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirs up dissensions, but love covers over all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks judgment. Wise men stored up knowledge, but the mouth of fool invites ruin. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor. The wages of the righteous bring them life, but the income of the wicked brings them punishment. He who heeds discipline shows the way to life, but whoever ignores correction leads others astray. He who conceals his hatred has lying lips, but whoever spreads slander is a fool. I'm going to stop here, and this is the first part of chapter 10. The title is Proverbs of Solomon. Proverbs Solomon. So these are the words that spoken by Solomon, I think. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasure are of no value, but righteousness delivers from death. So these are just the sayings of wisdom in terms of how to understand that the wise son or not, wise or not, is not anybody's judgment, I think. And also sometimes brings joy to the father, and the foolish son grief to his mother. This is really not anybody's judgment, whether wise or not wise, or foolish or not foolish. I think fundamental is the family value of this saying. I think so. If you hold this as the family value as the ground fundamental, then I think the wisdom will come. And ill-gotten treasures are of no value. Righteousness delivers from death. So this is saying that doing the right thing, and not just focus on the world, the earthly treasures. However, the life is real. We all live in the modern time. Sometimes it's really a lot. That's the main goal for many people to pursue for the living, actually. But I think a lot of people really collect the treasures under the dome, shelter of the mansions, or in any other luxuries, but it doesn't mean those are bad or evil. These are only even-gotten treasures. We do not judge whose treasure is evil, whose treasure is wise. This is not our judgment. So everybody, I think, hold the content in your heart. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. So the righteous will not go hungry, but do not pursue for luxury. So the luxury doesn't belong to righteous. I don't think so. But this is just the saying that if you do righteous thing, God will watch over you to sustain you. If the world is luxury, then you will be luxury. So that if the world is just under the level of feeding self, then you will be fed. So this is saying, if you do righteous thing, you'll be blessed. Lazy hands make a man poor, diligent hands bring wealth. He who gathers crops in summer is a wise son. He who sleeps during harvest is a discreet son. A blessing crowns the head of righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. So these are saying that diligent, working hard, and also according seasonally. So if you in the fall during harvest you cannot sleep, you just have to follow the pace that set by the nature to tender the field and to harvest. And also diligent. I think diligent is also word kind of confusing. What kind of diligence really in the world? Everything's you said I work hard. What is the truly work hard, truly diligence? I think this is the wisdom. It's so simple, work hard, diligent, but also requires wisdom. A blessing crowns the head of righteous, so the righteous will be blessed. The memory of the righteous will be a blessing, but the name of the wicked will not rot. The wise in heart accept commands, and chattering fool comes to rule. So this is the righteous will be remembered, and also chattering fool comes to ruin. So this means do not mocking, do not talk the nonsense, and restrain the tongues. But it's hard nowadays. If you restrain your tongues, do not talk, then, for example, people will think you do not talk. You're so fool or stupid. But if you talk too much, then this is saying that will bring the ruin. So this is the wisdom everywhere, every corner. The man of integrity walks securely, but he who takes crooked paths will be found out. He who winks maliciously causes grief, and the chatting fool comes to ruin. Mentioned twice, chatting fools come to ruin. So means restrain tongues, but it's difficult. A lot of time, if you, for example, working place, if you do not talk, then that's definitely is a problem. But if you don't talk too much, it's way far worse, really. So just the wisdom. This is another time to call for wisdom. The mouth of the righteous is the foundation of life, but the violence overwhelms the mouth of wicked. So this is saying the righteous. Hatred stirs up dissension, but love covers over all wrongs. So this is saying love. Even though nobody is perfect, but the love really can cover everything. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, and the rod is for back of him like judgment. So this means judge wisely. Even though we're not the judges in the position, every decision make is based on the judgment. So judge wisely. Wise man store up knowledge, but the mouth of fool invites ruin. A third time talk about the mouth of fool. The wealth of rich is their fortified city. The poverty is the ruin of the poor. So this continue to say that the wealth is the blessing, and the wages of righteous bring them life, and the income of the wicked brings them punishment. So they're still asking, saying, doing the right thing. He who did discipline show the way to life. Whoever ignore correction leads to other astray. He who concealed his hatred has lying lip. Whoever spreads slander is fool. So this is talk about what you not talk, what you talk. If you have the hate inside, speak it out. Do not conceal, and also do not spread the slanders. That's the word you hear. A lot of messages passed from one. If line up 12, pass from 1 to the 12, the message is totally twisted from the original meaning. So this do not talk the slander. And also, so this is about the wisdom of chapter 10 by Solomon. I'm going to stop here, and hope you can read and interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.